Good afternoon, YPC. Welcome to the Week 6 wrap up. We're going to start with the number one, the highest scoring team this week, which is Sukma Durga. Scored 194.8 points. High score of the week. He played Sheep, the Junkyard Sheep, who scored 106. This is the largest margin of differential, 88.7. And when you look at B's scores, for his top scorer was Vernon Davis, a tight end with 50 points, and then for Sheepy, Jamal Charles at 29.8. But looking at you just had guys jumping off the page all over the place: 50, 29, 22, 35. So nice outing for you, Sheepy. Sometimes it's just gonna be that way. You know what I mean? Someone's just gonna put all kinds of points on you. So, Busta got the win, moving him at 3-3. Sheepy to 2-4. Like I said, that's the high score of the week. B, you'll be entered on that, and then not high score of the year, but you get a chance at money for the most weeks at most weeks with high score of the week. So the next one we're gonna go to is gonna be Lions Den and Dreamweaver. This is the closest game this week, 3.5. This is why I like fantasy football. For one, just the fact that you are in the lowest, you score the highest in one week. The next week, your team takes a shit and you score 79.7 points and play a person who scores low and you still can't get the win. And what's cool about this Lions Den is if you played anybody else, you would have lost, but you didn't. So you got the win. Looking at Dreamweaver's bench, Ridley's a piece of shit. The fact that he scored, I think, 2 touchdowns, I saw that happen. I was like, he hasn't done anything all season. So I feel your pain on that one. And then Kaepernick over Tony Romo, no, I wouldn't. Excuse me. So I understand. I see where you're going, but this is one of those things. Sometimes you're going to take it in the jaw. Your bench scored more points than your starting team, which you've already seen too, and that kind of a shitty thing too. So moves Dreamweavers to 2-4, and Lions Den to 3-3. Put them in the mix over there. All right, next one we're gonna do is gonna be Rude against Took, and Took, I gotta say, the waiver wire pickup of the year to me so far has been the Chiefs defense. They've put up some points. The least amount that the Chiefs have scored would be 15 points, and that was in week 2, and everything else has been 20, 20, 20, 20, at least in the 20s. So that's nice for you, man. And you dodged a bullet because there's a gnat out here. Sorry. Jimmy Graham scored nothing, and Cecil Shorts. I have him in another league. He got hurt apparently, and he was like a game time scratch. So, um, you got Tookie got lucky with the win there. That's a tough one. And you just need a little bit more from Alex Smith, Rude, and then you got. With the win, it would have been Bradford, but it's one of those things, man. That quarterback decision. So that moves Rude to 2-4. Tookie stays 5-1, and in first place over there. Next one's gonna be Denny and Ruben. 151.6 to 133.4. The margin differential there was 18.2. And Rude, the only thing that I could say with yours is if Peyton Manning would have produced like he normally does, you probably would have got the win, but he didn't. He showed that he's human. He scored 20.1. So Denny just got enough, man. Justin Blackman did very well for him. Breeze did okay. Bush did well. Lacey, actually, I think that's probably his best game of the season as far as point production. Yeah, it is. So nice for you, Denny. Moves Denny to 3-3. Ruben at 4-2. And though, I was looking at your bench, Obiganya, or whoever the hell that guy is from the Cleveland Browns. He scored both of those touchdowns and took them from my boy McGahee. So that's the way it goes. The next one's going to be me and Theo Rubes. Uncle Rubes, congrats on the win. Knocked me out of the undefeated, which is a bummer, but it's the way it's going to go. You can't win them all. I needed more from Rivers last night, man. And then Randall Cobb getting hurt. He's done for the 4 to 6 weeks, so basically the rest of the fantasy season. But I think that last touchdown by Morris, the big run by him, I was like, man, that kind of deflated me a little bit. But I'm glad you didn't play Fitzgerald because I would have blew it way out of proportion. So your bench scored 112.6, so I thought that was pretty nice. And then Randall, that's what I was looking at. He's back-to-back good games. So after back-to-back good games, you got to start questioning whether or not you're going to throw him in there. And that might be a hard decision with your wide receivers because you got a lot of decent wide receivers that are putting up some nice points. So Jordy Nelson's what kind of got you the win, I think. Jordy Nelson and Morris, your backs actually, are what beat my ass. So congrats on the win. Moves me to 5-1, you to 3-3. The last one is gonna be Uncle Benj and Jimmy. Jimmy, you got nice production from AJ Green. First week 44.2, and then in the teens, and then he gets 25.3. Man, nice. I think that that helped out quite a bit. I'm trying to pull you guys up over here. Yeah, that helped you out because it gave you had Rogers with 33.9, Uncle Benj with Lynch 31.5, which was nice production from Lynch because I think that's his second highest of the season. So that's nice. Always nice when you get production from a stud like that. But I mean, just a tough loss because Rogers did well, and then like I said, Green, and then Josh Gordon. Where's that guy coming from? I mean, he's scoring a lot of points. So that moves Jimmy to 3-3, Uncle Benj to 1-5, and that's tough because you're starting to string them together now. Let's see here. You have 3 in a row. You don't want to do 2 in a row. Dirty Sanchez has 2 in a row, and E Street Raiders 3 in a row. So Bussa has 914 points in the NFC. Took's got a 2-game lead there, so Bus has got to start hoping somebody starts beating Took to take over that top notch because you have a chance at possibly first place overall because of your points force. I mean, you're within 15, 35-ish of me, so 40? No, 35. So anyways, this next week we're going to have see what we have going on. Whoever Took's going to be playing. Let's see who you play this week, Took. Are me and you playing this week? No, I'm playing Suck My Dick. And then who puts up some serious points. And then Tookie's playing Theo Rubin. So maybe Theo Rubin can get 2 big wins back-to-back weeks. Lions Den plays East Street Raiders. Nick versus Rubin. Denny versus Sheep. Rude versus Jimmy. And me versus B. All right, gentlemen. Trying to see the big Darrell Scott got cut again. I was looking at that. He just got picked up by the Giants and then he got cut. I thought that was kind of a shitty thing. And then Cobb's placed on the IR. Goodson's placed on the IR. Vic was taking reps as a third string quarterback. DeMarco Murray's doubtful. Steven Jackson still isn't practicing. And then Schaub has a knee issue. So those are the notables. Who's this week? We got Seattle and the Cardinals, I think. So get your lineups in. You guys, good luck this week and enjoy.